Hey, children of God, it's Kira, and welcome to the Temple Builders podcast. So, today we're talking about worship. And when I started thinking about worship, it always makes me think of when we're at church and we're all led in the spirit and we feel like this high feeling of emotion and things like that, and the music's slower, it's not as upbeat. Like when we think of worship, often we think of music specifically. But worship is more than just music. And so that got me thinking. And I started reading the word. And I read Matthew 4:10, where it says, Jesus says, "For it is written, you shall worship the Lord your God, and him only you shall serve." And that word serve stuck out to me, right? Which led me to Joshua 24:14, which is, it says, "Fear the Lord, serve him in sincerity and in truth," which made me think of John 4:24 that says, "God is spirit, and those who worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth." So one of the things that really stuck out to me was truth, but serve. That word serve, right? And when we think of serving, how do we serve God? Because he's omnipotent, omniscient, all the things, right? How do we serve him? It's through our obedience. It's through the way we live our life in submission to him and his will. And so worship is more than just a good song. It's more than just our feelings and emotions. No, worship is our reverence for God and our submission and obedience to him. So worship doesn't have to be in the form of a song. Worship is your life, the way you choose to live your life, the way you choose to do your job, the way you choose to serve in your community, the way that you do life. That is your first and foremost worship to God. Even if you can't carry a note, even if you can't sing a tune, if your life is a reflection of honoring and revering God and submission and obedience to his will, to what he wants to do, you have lived a life of worship as unto him. Worship is not about us, it's about God. And I think that's why it's important that we understand that it's not about the lyrics to a song. It's not about a slow piano beat. It's not about a building up of drums and sounds. Yes, that helps lead us into a place where we're open to what the Lord is doing in a space and an atmosphere. But worship is about the way you live your life. You cannot walk in worship unto God unless you are submitted to his will and you are honoring him with your life. That's the most important thing. And if you're doing that,